Hi friends, it's Nancy, and today we're going to continue and finish a Spellbound journal that we started a few months ago, and I'm so happy to get it done. So last video we did Griselda the Fire Witch and got her done. I still haven't cut a bottle, but I will put another bottle there. You know I lost it. I don't know where it went. I still can't find it. But here is Raven and Morgana. So now we're going to continue with their little deal here. So this is where we're at for now. We have, this is the back of the last signature. So we're going to devote that to them. And so I have a dyed bag. It's like a, you know, one of those gifty bags, but it was dyed. And this is also, I got this also from Jacqueline's shop, Lovely Crafting Village. No, Lovely's Crafting Shop. Lovely's Crafting Shop. Anyway, I have her link below. And she has live sales on her YouTube channel, usually on Friday. She does not have an actual website or shop, but she has sales, live sales on usually Friday. So if you check her out in YouTube and subscribe, then you'll always be aware of a sale coming up. And on her Instagram, if you join her Instagram, she'll always post that a sale's coming up. So I wanted to use this bag. So I want to glue this bag to this here. And what I did was I found a really pretty image from the Collage Soup Hex Appeal ebook that I have that listed below as well. And I just love this image here. So I printed this out, and I had some nice red, this is like sari from my friend Cindy. Hi Cindy. She took apart one of those rugs and she sent me some of the fabric that they were woven with, and this red, I loved it because I wanted to bring more of this red out from this rose here. So I went around the image and just stitched all around it, and I want to glue this on the front of the bag here. Okay, so I think what I need to do is first glue this bag on. And I've been wanting, I thought I was going to maybe use a couple bags, but I didn't. So, but this black one, I had it. I knew I was going to be using it for something here. So I am going to glue this with my fabric tack to that, this, what do you call it? The file folder. Oh my gosh. To the file folder. I'm making this video right after the one you probably just watched yesterday. I'm just getting them done because it would have been too much to do in one video. So I thought we could spread this out a little. And then I think we're going to be able to finish this today. I know we will. And then the next video will be I will do a flip through, a final flip through from start to finish. It's been a while, so I think we all, including myself, well, mostly myself, I think, I really want to have a final flip through video to see, to see this, how it came about and everything. So I think I need a little bit there. Yeah, so just so happy with this. I think I've mentioned that. I'm so happy with how this turned out. This journal, it's been a labor of love, and probably my most ultimate Halloween journal that I've ever made. And I've made quite a few. So, and I love them all. I love them all. But this one is the biggest, and I wanted it to be like a big grimoire spell book, and I think I've accomplished it. I'm so happy. So I already printed this from the Hex Appeal collage book. I stitched all around it and stitched some of this red on to go with the red in the image. So I'm going to get this glued on too. So Cindy, thanks so much. This was like perfect. I love this. This will even go real nice for Christmas too. So I'm excited to use it. So let's get this on. I hope you're all doing well. I am doing well. Got the shakes, still have the shakies. I don't know why, I just do. I had lunch, so I already had my lunch. Let me get this string out of here. Oh, it won't come off. Okay, hold on. Nope, it still doesn't want to come off. Let me just reach in and pull that off. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I had my lunch, so I don't know. And I had my tea, so you just, sometimes you just do, right? Sometimes you just have a little shakiness, that's all. Okay. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're working on something fun as well. And slowly getting my Christmas crafting bins into my craft room here, because we are definitely going to start yeah, because I'm going to be finishing, maybe in a couple videos, I'm going to be finishing the Ravenswood Conservatory. I hope to get it done within 2 videos, if I can. And but we will be starting, because that'll be the end of my Halloween crafting for videos. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so that's on the front of that bag. So then I said, well, I need a really nice big giant journaling card to go in here, right? So I took oh, and I want, you know what, I didn't tell you. Actually, this here was the back of the folder, the last folder. So I took another folder, and you can see it. I left about a 1/2 inch on, so I had another one of these folders. I cut part of it off and glued it to the back folder. That's what I meant to tell you. Because this would have been the end of the book, but I needed more space. So I took another folder and cut part of it off, and you can see I glued 1/2 inch of it to the back of this folder. So now I had another page to go on here, okay? That's what I did. Okay, so then the part that I cut off, I'm using to make the journal card that goes in that bag. And so let me gather everything here that I have. And I think I'm going to have to move this out of the way here, because I can't fit all this on here. This book is pretty heavy. It's got to be probably about 3 pounds. I'm going to have to weigh it and tell you for sure, but it's pretty heavy. And it's really nice. All right, so I'm just going to put it on the floor behind me here. Okay, so like I said, the other part of the, oh, here's my cute little witchy. She came off the book. There she is. I'll have to put her back on. Okay, so I have pieces here, and I have the idea of what I'm doing to decorate this giant journal card here. So let me just try to move everything and hope that I don't lose it like I lost that one bottle. We got the last video. I can't find that bottle. So here it is. This is the other part of the tag. I stitched around it, made sure it fit in the bag, stitched around it, and I had some more of this dyed gauze. I just kind of stitched it on there for texture. And so you can see this is the back of it here. I was thinking of covering the back of this here, but really I don't mind. I mean, there's nice space to write on there. The only thing is it says that there, but you know what? We could always put something there. I'm just looking to see if I had something, like I still have a lot of stuff here. I could put something there, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I've got this whole back of this giant journal card. This has to be probably the biggest journal card I've ever made. But I love it though. So the first thing I want to do is to do some of this script, this TIm Holtz script stenciling on the back here, to fill in some of this area here. And we're going to make this tag kind of what Morgana and Raven, what their little place looks like when they're, what they use in all their magic that they do. So I just kind of wanted to I'm just gonna kind of haphazardly go in here with black, my black soot, if I can. And I'm shaking the whole table, so I'm shaking the camera. I apologize for that. I'm gonna try not to. Let me see what I'm getting here. Okay, just very lightly a background. I'm just gonna kind of go lightly so I don't make you seasick shaking my table. That's got my my camera. Oh my gosh, can't talk in ink. I can think in ink, but I can't talk in ink. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's that. So just kind of back that way. Let me just get a little more here. Yeah, just to give it some background, okay? All right, and then let me put that to the side. Okay, let me see how I want to do it. So they have a cauldron. I had to do another cauldron here. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yep. Okay, I have a cauldron that I want to put, and I actually just want to cut like some bubbly stuff coming out of there. So I'm going to do that there. And so also, you know, they always have their cauldron going. And of course, there's some, I have this little piece of my jelly print left. So I thought it would make a perfect bubbles and stuff brewing in their cauldron. And of course, they have books. They have their spell books. So I wanted to put spell books here. It looks like I didn't ink them. I'll have to ink them. So spell books are going to go there. So before I show you the whole thing, let me just start working on this. Let's start working on this stuff. And these, I believe these books are from Hex Appeal. This cat is from Hex Appeal. I have one of my witch hats. So nothing new that we're using, just, you know, from the books and the digitals that we're using. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to glue these books down. I have my glue, I have my glue book, and I think I'm going to use my wet glue for this. Looks like I'm going to have to be refilling my bottle up shortly. So that means I've been busy gluing, right? I got to refill the bottle. Okay, I have to say, making a tag this huge is really kind of fun. Because, you know why? Because you can use big images. And you can put a lot, excuse me, you can put a lot on there. And I love the stitching around, the haphazard stitching around it. And just the color. I think these dyed file folders from Jacqueline are my favorite thing. That's really got me inspired when you get folders dyed like this, and however they turn out, and really, really love them. So I'm going to just stack these books up here like that. So far, so good. And then, of course, I want a kitty. They always have their black cat, and I'm going to have that kitty sitting right kind of there. So I have to put, I think we need to do the, I could have the kitty there and the cauldron in front of the kitty. We could do that, or opposite. I'll do it opposite. So I'm going to see if I can just attempt to make some, I guess I could do it this way. So let's see if I could just kind of make just something to look like something's cooking in the cauldron. Let's just cut a piece and see what if it fits in there. And I could cut it a little bit more because I want it to be, oh, that'll look good if I get it the right size. So let me do that again. I don't want to make it too small. I know I did really good cutting the flames freehand, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this part freehand. Ooh, it's so close, so close. So let's go down, see if that'll work. Oh, I think I got it now. Let's see. I just want it to fit inside there. Okay, yep, I did it. Ooh, that's not bad. I'm going to get it in there just where I want it. And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to glue it down so it doesn't move. Let's make sure. See if I can get it under here. And then I got to get it under here. Let me see if I can do that without messing up my placement here, just so it sticks. Make sure it's in there right. Yes. Okay, great. Oh, I love it. Oops. I moved it. It wasn't glued yet. There we go. Okay, so now I can glue this whole thing down. So let's do that. Okay. So I hope your week is going well. Oh, we could use some more rain around here. We only had that one day of some rain, and we just don't have, yeah, we haven't gotten a lot of rain, so kind of wishing. My pumpkins are done. I harvested what I could. Not a very good crop this year. Had some Indian corn, which I never tried before, but I probably wouldn't do that again. But next year, now that we had the side of the house plotted out, that's where the that's where the pumpkins will always be from now on. And then in the front, along the house, in the garage where I used to plant the pumpkins, that's going to be sunflowers. So, but at least my daughter had a really good harvest in her yard. So, all right, I'm going to glue, I think, let me just kind of place a few things. I want the cat there. And then, oh yes, now this is a spiderweb doily. This was from Stampin' Up! Years ago. As you know, I used to be a Stampin' Up! Gal rep. So I have some left, and I want that to go here. And then I have this spider coming down like that. That's a TIm Holtz stamp. I think I could probably just glue that spider on first and then glue this over it, right? I probably could cut this down a little. Let me cut that down. So this, if I have that going there, and then I have this over it, that is my idea. I think something like that I was going to do. Whoops, my hands are sticky. So I want that. That's got to go there. So I need it to come down about here. And then I have a witch's hat, which I was going to kind of just lean up on the books here like that. I love that. And then I have 2 bats cut out of my jelly prints that I thought would go up here. And I just thought it'd be different to cut them out of those colors. And then I have, this is from Ruby and Pearl's Little Witches. I have this, I put a spell on you. I was going to fit that across here, I think, first. So I was going to kind of put that there, like that. And then fit these here is what I'm thinking of doing. like that. Something like that, I think. That was my idea. Let's see, or do I just want one or two? I don't know. Well, we'll see. And then I have this card. I was going to make it a journal card. I love the skeletons on there. But you know what? I think I might use this for something else. I think I like this tag just the way it is. What do you think? I do. So I'm going to start gluing this down. Okay, I'm not going to ink this because it has a little bit of white edges and it makes it pop better. So I'm going to leave those. Yeah, I'm really excited how this tag is turning out. I do love it. I love the background. I love these big images, working with these big images. So fun. Let me just hold that down for a second. Yeah, I was thinking of, but you know what? I think it's fine without. So I'm going to glue the hat. I'll find another area for that. Okay, let me get that on. Leaning on the top of the books, like so. Okay, I like that. All right, now let me move these off for a second. I want to glue my spider on first. So I've got to remember where it is, which is right kind of over the cauldron, right? Let me get some glue on here. I don't have the die for this spider. My friend Chick has the die, and then she let me borrow it, so I cut myself a bunch of these. This was an old TIm Holtz spider. I think one of his originals when his platforms used to be really thick. Okay, I'm going to put that there. See, that little bit of background really, really adds. Now, the trick is getting this. What I like about these is that they were black and white on the other side, so that was fun to be able to use them. Okay, so now it's just going to take me a minute to get glue on here. Now I'm going to go as fast as I can, but you can always fast forward. You can always fast forward through this part, but I need to get it on there since it will be going in the bag. So I have to make sure I try to get most of these points and stuff glued down. That's the only part that's hard about using these kind of things. They're so delicate, but they're so worth it though. Okay. Almost there. I can always go back in with some glue if I see something popping up. Okay, I'm going to use my, and I'm going to lift this up a little, and I'm going to get that right there, as far up as I can. And I don't mind, I don't want the spider to come out of it directly from the middle, so, because that would be kind of boring. But let me get some glue on here. Okay, make sure all these little pieces are down. Okay, put that back down, glue this part. Okay, there we go. I like it. All right, and then That looks good. Then I want to put this, which I already inked around. And then I'll have to see what I want to journal on the back of this big card. Maybe I'll write a little more of a story about them back there. I'll have to see what I can come up with. So I am going to put that here. Maybe I'm going to, we'll see. Let me see where I want to put those bats. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Oh, that's the hocus pocus coming out. So I could kind of do one there. I don't know. Is the color throwing me off? But I thought, because they wouldn't show up on the black, so I thought, well, for sure that would look kind of neat. Or do I not put any bats on there? Oh, I wish I could listen to what you're saying. I almost think I don't want them on there, but I could put one. But then I look at it and I think it's fine the way it is. All right, I'm going to leave the bats off for now. And then I'll see what you all tell me in the comments if I should put these bats on or just leave them off. And then I'll see what answer gets the most votes, and then I'll decide. So I'll keep these to the side with my card here, and then I'll wait for you to tell me what I should be doing. Because I thought I was going to put them there, but then now I kind of think it looks fine without them there. I don't know. I think so. So what do you think of that? That's Raven and Morgana's, what they do. Their black magic books, their hat, their black cat, the brewing in the cauldron, a big web and spider. I totally could believe this is theirs. So I will see. I might put a story on the back of them, what they're doing. I think that'd be perfect for this tag. Now, let me get the book back up here. Let me move this to the side and reach behind me and get the book. And we will continue. Okay. All right. So here's our lovely pocket. And like I said, this is going to fit right inside the bag. Like that. And I love it. Love, love, love that so much. So then we're on the back page here. Okay, and this is the end of the book here. So what I wanted to do here, because I love how this looks, I didn't really get to play with the pictures and things from Ruby and Pearl's Little Witches, and I thought it'd be a nice little scrapbook type page of photos from all these witches goings on, and even the wording. So I'm getting out my photo corners. I have a picture and a little word that'll go with each one, and I thought it'd be fun to just make a page like that on back here because I just wanted this background. So I'm going to see, I have 5 pictures here, so I'm gonna, those are like the witches dancing, and I said All Hallows Eve. And then I love this one here with the 2 witches there out in public. They're not really dressed as witches, but you can tell they're very dark looking. And this one says Sisters. And then I have this image from the kit, 3 black kitties with their witchy hats on, and I have Black Cat. And then 2 more if I can fit. This one here is looks like of a witch feeding her black cats. I just cut witchy for that one. And then this one has like a witch. I don't know what she's holding. I can't really tell what she's holding, but I pulled out Trick or Treat for her. So I'm wondering if we can get all these on, okay, with photo mounts. Now, this is the end of the book. Let me see if I can put something under here to kind of boost up my back end of this here. Let me put that there. So make sure I'm in frame so you can see. All right, and excuse me, let's see what we can put on here. My goal is to get them all on. So let's start with these and let's see what happens. I'll take some of these out. And I know sometimes these get stuck on the inside. That one's fine. Let's try it. It'll be like, you know, a book out of their photo album is what I'm going for. And I'm thinking it would work. These are adhesive on the back, so I'm trying to be careful so I don't press it down. I'll probably have to put them close too, if I want to get all these on here. But I really wanted to play with this kit. So I'm going to have to put some glue on the back so they stick. And I'm going to try not to have to, not to have to glue the whole picture, but I will. Oops, I already lost one. Let me get that back on. Very sticky, very, very sticky. These are perfect. I got them at Hobby Lobby, in case you're, oops, I got glue on there. All right, they're very sticky, so I just need to put a little glue. I'll just put some glue around the edges here. I think that should be good. All right, so I'm going to make sure they're on the corners right. Make sure the best I can, not crooked, like that. Okay, now I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to kind of do it kind of crooked, like that. How is that? And this way they'll be glued on the right, like that. Okay. All right, let's wait on these words to see if that's going to work. All right, so now this one, I need to put some glue on the corners to keep the corners on. Let me do that. There's a method to the madness here. So get those on so they stay on right away. In the spot I need them to stay. Okay. Oops. You see how sticky they are? Oh, yeah. Okay, come on. It's more sticky and my hands are getting sticky now. All right, so let's get some here. Get those on. Okay. Is that on there? Okay, got to put them right where you want them. All right, that sheet is done. This one is going to go here, like that. Oh, I forgot to put the glue on. That's okay. I can still do it here. I can still do it. Okay, there we go. That's the one good thing about these corners. They are super sticky. All right, so that one will be there. Now we get another sheet out of these. Okay, now, am I going to be able to get those pictures on? If I put that one, maybe that side, this one here, and this one in the middle. Or I can do kind of this too, like that. Yeah, see, I'm not sure, but I need to figure a way to get these on. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. I could cut this one down. We don't need all the stairs. Let's put, well, let me put the lower ones down, and then we'll have to figure out if we need to cut the one that I want to get in the middle. So I'm reaching over to get these corners on right where I want them. Okay. I can't believe I'm going to actually finish this. I was so happy because I would have kept working on it past Halloween if I had to. I would not finish it, you know. I was going to do whatever it took to get this done. And I didn't want to disappoint you all either, because I know I promised you that I would do this. And I know a lot of you are trying to follow along and doing your version of it. So I didn't want to disappoint anybody. Putting this one towards the end here, like that, so I can have more room to fit that other one on. Hopefully that's going to work. Let me just see how this goes. I think I need to cut some of this off to make it work. I love how that looks. So I could put this one up here a little, and then this one could be smaller, kind of here, and then I can just fill in with a few things. So let me, without getting my cutter out, let me get this cut off and see if I can do a good job of cutting it straight. Hey, I have to say I didn't do such a bad job of that. Let me get this one on first. I'm going to take a little bit of this top one off here. Kind of a lot of white. Okay. I think I need this here too trimmed off. Okay, let's get this one on. Yeah, I think this is perfect for the back page. Kind of like some photos from their excursions and their past and things like that. I'm just reaching here to try to get these photo tabs here. Okay. They're fun. They're fun to use. They really are. I love the vintage look it gives. Really like these. Okay, so now we can get some glue. Get these on. Okay, grabbing it. Gonna put that one down here. Like that. And this one will actually fit maybe right here. I don't know, it's kind of an odd one, isn't it? Too bad I didn't have one this way. Let me look and see what they have. I don't know if there's another one I could pick. I've got a few here. Well, I could do that one. I do like this one, though, with the lady feeding the cat, but maybe that one would be better. Let me see if there's another one. Oh, this one's, these, oh, okay. Maybe that one? Maybe I'll do that one instead. I'll cut that one out instead, because I think I really do need, actually, yeah, I'll do that one instead. I'll just freehand it, because I don't want to have to get my cutter out with this book on the table here. So let me cut this out really quick. And this should work. Okay. Let's see how this one's going to work. Yeah, this one will be better. Okay. All right. So we'll do this one instead. I really appreciate y'all hanging with me through this process of Spellbound. I hope I was able to inspire you with some ideas for your own book. That's the whole point of it, right? And to share my excitement about doing it. Because I know a lot of you feel the same. You just love doing some Halloween crafting and that. And some don't, and that's why we do other projects too. But I know a lot of you really do enjoy Halloween crafting. And yeah, it's definitely one of my fave things to do for sure. I'm going to put this one slightly off like that. Oh yeah, that's better that way. Now let's see about the words. I might have to trim these down a little more, or I'm just going to kind of put it like that. Am I in? Can you see? Yeah, there you go. Okay, I think I'm going to put this here. I kind of cut them down and inked them already, so to save some time. And I'm just going to put them there over the picture, kind of like that. And I think that looks really cute. This one, because it looks like she's holding, I don't know what she's holding, but it looks like a bag of some sort. So I was going to put trick or treat here on this one like that. I should do it like that maybe. And I just love the background of the dyed look. Okay, this one I'm going to put, let's see, I will do it this way, kind of crooked like, I like that. Okay, and then Witchy, I'll still use Witchy for here. I'll put that on top. She don't look happy, that little girl, does she? She don't, maybe that, you know what? That could have been Raven or Morgana when they were little. Because look at the look on her face. Oh yeah, don't you think? I'm thinking yes on that. Okay. All right, so we have All Hallows Eve, and they're dancing under the moonlight on All Hallows Eve. So let me get that on there. I love that picture. Okay, that one kind of going to go there like that. And then this one, Sisters, which is perfect. You don't want to cover up that umbrella or anything. I'm going to put it like here, like right there. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. I like it so much. I don't know if I need to put anything else on there. I really don't. Yes, I want it right there. What a cute page, huh? I don't know if it needs anything else. Do you? I don't think, I'm not sure. I don't think I need anything else on here. because I just love how this feathers out here in the background. I think I should leave it because too much is too much, but this definitely looks like a page of old pictures from the witches, so for sure. Oh my gosh, I think I'm done. Just a couple little fine-tuned things, but I think I'm done. That is the last page of Spellbound. Wow, that's been fun. What a fun ride on this broom, huh? I really think so. And then that's the back. The only other thing I have is there is a pocket here. A pocket here. And what I was thinking of doing is making just like a, I don't know, just something to kind of slide in there. Maybe a little just, not a whole folio, but just like a folded card type thing to put in there. I might even have a card that I might be able to use for some documenting that I could slide in there. So I did make this a pocket when we started out. But look at, I love how that looks. I love how that looks. She's pretty heavy, very heavy. Oh, flower. I got to do the flower. Okay, I will have the flower done for the flip through video. I will definitely have the flower done for the flip through. I can't believe all this time I have not made this flower yet, but I promise I will, and you'll see it in the next video. The flip through of Spellbound. Oh, thanks so much, friends, for hanging with me. I hope you like it, and I will see you in the flip through video. Take care now. Bye.